Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly live show. I'm Missy from Wellness with Missy, and each week I share with you a live show, sharing products and tips to inspire and help you along your health and wellness journey and to inspire a healthy and happier lifestyle. Thank you so much for everyone who's joining in today. I'm so grateful you guys can join in. If you are not going to be able to make this live and you're seeing this later, it's saved to my profile so you can watch it at any time. And because the show is live, there is a Q&A session. You're welcome to ask me any questions that you may have. You can just leave them at the comments below. I'll just wait a minute before I get started, but today I am sharing all about the Nutr plant-based milk maker. I get a lot of questions about it, and usually on my stories I will ask any recommendations or questions that you may have about what you'd like me to share for my upcoming show. And the Nutr Machine is usually always one that is on the list, so I wanted to come and bring it to you live today, share more about it. I also have the box that it comes in, so I will be unboxing it so you can take a look at that. And I also made a few easy plant-based milk recipes, but I'll also just share a little bit more with you on how and why it would be important to invest in having a homemade plant-based milk maker. But like I said, if you have any questions, you're welcome to leave them below. But hello everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Where is everyone live from today? It's definitely winter here, and luckily it has not been that cold. It's almost been like a spring, so I'm very happy about that because I am a warm weather girl. But if you have any questions, be sure to either leave them below or you can message me anytime. I'm happy to answer them for you. So I will get started. Today is all about the Nutr plant-based milk maker. If you've been following me for a while, you know how much that I love my plant-based milk maker. I use it a lot, and I share recipes at Wellness with Missy, and also I just am a big believer in whole food plant-based foods. Before I start though, I just want to share that even though these kitchen essential products that I do share and things like that, I know when I started my health and wellness plant-based journey, I am a plant-based lifestyle wellness coach, but when I started, it took me a journey. It was a process. It didn't happen overnight. So as I went through the process of living a plant-based lifestyle, I learned things along the way. At first, I definitely did use store-bought plant-based milks. It was just a way for me to help transition from not being plant-based to plant-based, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just have learned over time how important it is to be aware of the foods that you're eating and what is inside of all of these products that we buy at the store. And having a homemade plant-based milk maker, you know exactly what ingredients are going in here, and it's so super easy to use, and I absolutely love it. I make so many different combinations with it, and it also is great if you just need to make like a plant-based milk for say a recipe or something like that. You can whip it together in minutes, and sometimes when you buy those cartons, they could be filled with a lot of sugars and fillers and gums and all that kind of stuff, things that are not the greatest for you to incorporate in eating and putting into your body. So having a homemade plant-based milk maker, you're very much aware of what products are going in there. It's ready in minutes, and sometimes when you open those containers, you maybe have to use them within 7 or 10 days. And if you're not really having plant-based milk on a regular basis, or maybe you just need it for a recipe, it kind of is a lot of investment into the product with having not only buying the containers. If you have a homemade plant-based milk maker, it sits on your counter, and this one is just so cool. It's like such a sleek design, doesn't take up a lot of room, and I'm a big believer if you leave things out on your countertop, you are going to use them. If they're stored away in a closet or something like that, you're gonna say, oh, I don't feel like getting that out, so maybe I won't make the plant-based milk today. But if you have it out, ready to go, I promise you will definitely use it. It's so easy to use, and also you're not buying so many cartons of excessive things and going into your environment, so that is cool. And the one last thing too is when you do purchase another plant-based milk maker, they do plant a tree with every purchase, which is super cool. And also too, right now they're having a 20% off sale. There's a link in my bio to shop it. If you have any questions too, be sure to DM me anytime or leave them below. I'm happy to answer them for you. So the plant-based milk maker was actually founded by a couple, and I'm not sure if you watch Shark Tank, but they were just recently on Shark Tank. If you didn't check out the episode, definitely do. But it's super cool because like anything I share every week, it seems to be that all of the products that I share were kind of invented or came together because of a certain need that the person felt that they needed in their life that they couldn't find somewhere, and that's kind of along the lines of the story with the plant-based milk maker. But definitely you could read more about it on their website or check out Shark Tank. But what I love about it is that it makes the process so easy. The first time I ever made homemade plant-based milk was during the pandemic. I ran out of my almond milk and I had no idea how to do it. I thought making it in a blender was really complicated, and it actually wasn't, but it was super messy and super time consuming. With the Nutr Machine, you literally just put all the ingredients in here and you press a button and it makes it within minutes. And what is super cool is that there's different settings on here as well. There is just room temperature. You can also make your drink warm or hot and cozy if you'd like that as well. And there also is the ability to boil water in here, so that's cool too. So it's kind of a versatile product if you want to heat up water for your tea or even make hot ginger water in here. You could just put pieces of ginger in here with warm water and put it on that setting, and it makes such a nice ginger tea that you could sip throughout the day. And there also is a self-cleaning mode in here. You can soak your nuts overnight too if you'd like. But it really is super easy to clean as well. There's the blades down there, which do an amazing job. I make hazelnut, which these hazelnuts, I feel like they are such a hard nut and they break it up no problem in minutes. I actually made a chocolate hazelnut recipe that I'll share with you today, because I do share it on Wellness with Missy a lot, and I know people love it. It just tastes like Nutella in a cup. And what else is on here? There's a self-cleaning mode. But it's super easy. You just plug it in, cover it, lock it, and it does its thing. And today I made this recipe that I know a lot of people also love as well. It's strawberry homemade oat milk. And it just reminds me of growing up, strawberry milk. But this is very, very, very healthy. There's only a few ingredients in here and it's ready in minutes. And what's super cool too is you can make some plant-based milk and then just even pour it over fresh fruit. It's such a great combination to do. Like if you're looking for something to eat, maybe a breakfast idea, that's a perfect one, or an afternoon snack. There's like 2 questions as a plant-based coach I get asked a lot is what to eat for breakfast, and always all about the snack ideas. So the few that I'm sharing today too, they can easily be that as well. So in this recipe, there is only oats. So I put about a cup of oats inside the Nutr, and a cup of frozen strawberries. I like to use frozen because it makes it a little bit more thick, but you can use fresh if you like. And also a cup of water, and I did add a little maple syrup. The one thing I will also say is that if you're used to buying plant-based milks from the store, sometimes because they are loaded with sugars and things like that, they're gonna be very sweet. So maybe when you go to make your own first homemade plant-based milk, you're gonna wonder where all that sweetness is. So you're welcome to just put in dates and agave or a maple syrup to make it sweet. And maybe to start, if you need to put more of that in there, that is totally fine. I just put a little bit of maple syrup in here, and that was it. I mixed it in here. This is probably like a little bit more than a cup, and I put it in all the ingredients in here, just pressed it on the regular cycle, and it went, and it was ready for me to bring over here and share this with you today. I wish that you guys were all here so I can pour some for you, because I know you would definitely enjoy it. But it's so simple and it is that easy. I absolutely just love that it's easy and it's super easy to clean. I usually just rinse it out with my with some soap and brush, or there is a self-cleaning mode on here. But this is the Nutr, and they're actually, I'll open the box before I move over to the other recipes I did to share with you today, so you can see what comes in here. But in here in the front, there is a strainer. So if you do make it, when you go to pour it, it kind of strains the product, like the almonds and things like that. And if that's not enough for you, it does come with a little strainer that you can just pour it through there and have your oat milks or almond milks or whatever thing that you'd like. And that's what's super cool, is that you can make any kind of combination with this Nutr Machine, any kind of plant-based milk from either nuts or seeds. But you can also make smoothies and stuff in here too. Like I have definitely have just thrown in, I have this immunity boosting smoothie that I've been making recently. It's like carrots and orange, pineapple and ginger and turmeric, and I just put it in here and mix it up, and it's ready in a few minutes. So it's definitely versatile, like I said before, which I like that, because I like to keep things simple in my kitchen and really just use things that I have there, things that I use on a day-to-day basis, and the Nutr Machine is definitely one of them. So if you are just joining in, welcome everyone. If you have any questions, you're welcome to leave them below, and I'm happy to answer them for you. But I will now move on to the boxes to show you how it comes, and then I'll share a few more recipes with you. I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday so far, and happy almost middle of February. Goodness, it goes by so quick. So here is the box. So when it's shipped and it comes to your house, when you have to buy it online, and they do sell it on their website, which they're having a 20% off code now. I think it is More Love, but even it says on their website 20% off. It's a great Valentine's Day gift idea if you're looking for one of those. But it also is available on Amazon as well, and it comes in white and it also comes in black, and they also have bundles, which I brought my iPad with me. I will just show you real quick. There is the Nutr Machine. Let's see. There's when they were featured on Shark Tank. But those are the colors. So there's white and there's black. I have a white one. I actually have two of them because I keep one at my other house because I do use it so much, and I find I used to travel back and forth with my products or I go somewhere, so I decided to get two of them. But yeah, so the white one too, it's 20% off. But you also can shop their bundles, which they have, let me just pull it up real quick, bundles. So you could buy like the Nutr Machine, and then you could cut the glass is with them. They also sell them with glass jars and things like that, which is so fun. I love it. It's just very simple, very clean and sleek, super easy to use, super easy to clean up, which is great. And the other thing too is that, yes, it's saying this make the perfect gift, and you also would be saving a lot of money buying and investing, even though upfront the cost of the plant-based milk maker is more, but over time you definitely will save money because you're buying like nuts and seeds at bulk. To all my US friends, especially if you live near a Trader Joe's, it's a great place. I usually pick up a lot of my nuts there. They're priced really well, or you could buy them in bulk at any kind of food store, which is definitely over time a lot cheaper. And also you're not investing in buying all these cartons and all that kind of stuff. And let's see, what else they say here, the Shark Tank. And yes, they plant a tree with every purchase, and they're super conscious too of, I'll move now on to the packaging, which is an eco-friendly box that they put together, so everything is thoughtfully packed with eco-friendly supplies, all that kind of good stuff. So when you get it in the mail, it comes in this beautiful box, and it says, "Thank you for your purchase." You also will receive a little book in here, which is cool because you will learn not only how to use the Nutr Machine, all the steps to doing and making the plant-based milk, the different settings like I shared earlier. There's room temperature, there's warm, hot, and cozy. There's a delay start too, I forgot about that, which is cool. So if you want to wake up in the morning and have your hot oat milk ready for your coffee, you can also do that. You can boil the water. There's self-cleaning mode. There's the lock at the top, and then there also is the minimum and maximum fill line. So in there you will know what the minimum amount of ingredients that you have to put in, and then also the maximum ingredients. So you don't want to go past that because otherwise it might make a complete mess. So I would kind of follow that. I have definitely put a lot of stuff in here. You'll be surprised how much you can fit in here, and you can make maybe a single serving size, or you can make a little bit more and store it in your fridge, and I believe it will last for about 3 days in like a container, which actually these glass containers are from the almond butters and things. So if you buy anything that has a glass or glass jar, it's so great to save them. Just run them through your dishwasher, and you could put your nuts in there. I store my nuts in there, and when you make your milks, you can put them in there, put them in the refrigerator. It will last up to about 3 days. And then I also do, when I do put my things in a glass jar, I write in them, I have terrible handwriting, but I also want to remind you, if you are going to do that, to date at the bottom when they expire, because you think you'll remember, but you won't, you'll forget. So definitely do that. And I actually got this pink because I love the color pink, but pen, it washes right off on Amazon, so you can definitely use these glass jars from anything that you buy. I think someone has a question. Yes, I love that you, so it's from Earthly Crunchy Healthy. Oh, hi, thank you for sharing that with you. But yes, it's so amazing, like so many things. I really enjoy buying things in glass jars just because I think it's much better than plastic, but they just are, you use it for so many different things. Like even I will store like my frozen fruits in them for the smoothies that I'm gonna make for the day, because I make food in our homes, so having them in the freezer ready to go, like broken up, makes it super easy. And I've been seeing also too, a lot of people make the salad jar, glass jars and things like that, but this is great for making salad dressings and stuff. But yes, for the plant-based milks, it's great to store your nuts in, which I shared earlier. Definitely if you live by Trader Joe's, I pick up a lot of my nuts there. And they have like such a range of different ones. I also actually got my hazelnuts there. And you can always write on them with a pen. Make sure you date it either at the bottom or at the top or when they expire. And then you could also make your plant-based milk and store it in the fridge if you're not going to use all of it. But for myself, sometimes I just whip together a small amount because sometimes I just want to have it as like a snack or just for a recipe or something like that. But if you wanted to make a little bit more of it so you have it for the week, especially to add to your coffee or something like that, then you could easily do that as well. So it also just gives you like a sense of an overall easy recipe to use for all the plant-based milks, which is 2 to 4 tablespoons of your preferred nut or grains. And it's saying about 1 to 1.5 cups of water, some salt. I didn't put salt in mine, but I think a lot of them, they do say to put salt, but it does come. So in the box here, here's the Nutr Machine, and it comes in here. It was actually in a little bit of the plastic, but I took it out. And then here's the Nutr. And inside is the plug. This is the one thing that I have to say I'm not really that big of a fan on because it is so short. So I definitely wouldn't even be able to share it with you here today because we would all have to go down to the ground or something because my plugs. But like I guess on the kitchen countertop it's fine, but I just wish it was a little bit longer. It would make it a little bit easier because it's a little bit short, but I think it's actually a little bit longer than the first version that I had. This is the second version of the Nutr, so that would be the only thing if it was a little bit longer, but it's pretty long, I have to say. And then it does come with these measuring tools, scoops, either whatever you want to call them, and it makes it super easy. So it's saying for a basic recipe, you would put 2 scoops of these, which is 2 tablespoons each, so it'd be 4 tablespoons of nuts, seeds or grains, and then this is also a 1 teaspoon, so this you can also use as well. And like I said earlier, here is the strainer that it comes with. So after you make your homemade milk, if you wanted to strain it more, even though there is the little strainer in the front after you do make it, and I like that it has the clear top so you can see what's going on when you're making your plant-based milks. You could do this. And then you just pour it through. Then you can, pour this then into your glass jar, or just put it on top of the glass jar and pour it through, and it will strain it for you. Super easy. And then there also is this brush that comes with it that you can use to clean up, but there is a self-cleaning mode in there. You can also use this to clean here. But I love this brush because I use it for when I clean out my blender or many things in my kitchen. So it's definitely fun. It's a little wooden handle with their little logo on it. So that's fun. And this is the box that it comes in, and it's easily to break it down and recycle it, which is so cool. So that is the Nutr. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, you can just leave them below, and I'm happy to answer them for you. But this is the Nutr Machine, how it comes in the box. And let's see, I'll just leave these out. And let's see what else is in the book, and then I'll share a few of the other recipes that I made today to share with you guys. Let's see, so in here there also is just the basic oat milk recipe, almond milk recipe, which really it says almonds, maple syrup, vanilla extract. You could definitely add that in as a sweetener as well. Hello, hi. Oh, hello, how are you? Nice to see you here on my Instagram Live. Thanks so much for joining in. Hi. I know it's seasonal energy. I forget your first name, but thank you so much for joining in. I know that you're overseas, so that's cool. I hope that your weather over there has been just as nice as here. So cashew kurma, and then we have soy milk too. The recipe is in here for that. And then it's kind of just giving you the insight to show you all the different kinds of milks and things that you can make in here. And like I said earlier, it's just so awesome because you could create any kind of combination that you like. And they also do provide a 30-day window for returns and a 90-day warranty. They will either issue a full refund or give you a new product replacement. So that's cool. But like I said, I have been using mine for a very long time. I definitely do not run into any issues, and I have definitely put a lot of stuff in there and overstuffed it, and it works well. And I did have the first version, and this is now the second, the Nutr 2.0, and it does come in white and black. There is a link in my bio that you can shop, and they also have a 20% off sale now, which is cool. It makes a great Valentine's gift idea if you're looking for that. And it comes in white and also black, depending on, you know, what kind of kitchen or something that you have, or maybe the black one would be good for your boyfriends or husbands or something like that. So that, and then also they have a refer your friend program, which I love when companies do that because everyone always loves to share the stuff that they love to use. That's what I do here every week when I share these products to help you along your health and wellness journey or inspire healthier living lifestyle. But you could sign up and you get $10. They'll get $10 off of their first order, and then you'll get $10 off of your next order. So that is cool. And I believe that they have some new exciting things that are coming out as well. So stay tuned for that. I think that on here, you can join their VIP membership, and they will, you'll get emails and you'll have free access to all the new goodies that they're going to be making and all that kind of fun stuff. And they also do offer gift cards, so that's fun in case you wanted to get a gift card for someone and let them pick out what they would like. That is cool. Oops, hold on. Sorry about that. I think my Instagram was asking me, do I need a break right now? And I said no. Thank you everyone too for joining in. Whoever's here today, I'm so grateful you're able to join in. So before I leave, I'm going to share a little bit more of the recipes that I did make today to show you how simple it can be, how many different combinations that you can make with the Nutr plant-based milk maker. Hi, how are you? And just how easy it is to use, and I love it. And like I said, I've been using it for a long time, so I haven't had any issues with it, and definitely use it for a lot of different things. So I love hazelnuts so much, and sometimes I will make, like, I've shared hazelnut butter, or when I did my show on the metabolism by Sakara Life, I made the hazelnut almond butter mix with their powder. But today I made it's kind of like a chocolate hazelnut plant-based milk. So all I did was I used about 2 tablespoons of 2 of these scoops of the hazelnut. I put in a cup of water and some maple syrup, and I also did put a scoop of that Metabolism Sakara Life superfood powder, but you could put cacao powder, anything like that in there. Or you can even just put in, I have done it and I share the recipe at Wellness with Missy, just some vegan chocolate, dark chocolate in here, hazelnuts, and you put everything inside of the Nutr Machine in there, you lock it, you plug it in, and you just press it and let it go. And now if it's like a hot day and you want it to be warm, there are settings on here that you can make it warm or hot and cozy, which definitely I like to do. But so that is that, and it just is, I don't want it to spill all over the place, but super easy, and I just think it's a great thing to just even make in the afternoon when you're looking for a little something. You could whip together something with your Nutr Machine. And then I also use pistachios. So pistachios, and the thing about plant-based milks is that they are like loaded with so much essential nutrients, vitamins, all that kind of good stuff that are good for you, all whole foods, loaded with proteins and fiber and all the good stuff. So it's like such a great way to get those ingredients into your body and feeling good because you're nourishing it with whole foods, which makes such a difference. And I absolutely just love to share how easy it is to do this as well, because I know sometimes I think it's complicated to eat healthy or to do these things, but it's really very simple. And once you start and you start doing these little things, you'll just start to feel so amazing because you're feeding your body whole foods and not all this processed things. So you'll just feel clearer, you'll feel happier, feel lighter, and you'll just feel good. Like your energy will be even and feel good. And hello, thanks for joining in, guys. So you just feel amazing and you'll just want to keep doing more of that. And like I said earlier, for me it was a process. It didn't happen overnight, and little by little I started to learn these things to make it a little bit more easier. So maybe if you have to make a bunch of this, like, you know, to have in your refrigerator for 3 days, so you know that when you want maybe a snack or something chocolatey or whatever, you can grab this instead, and you'll just feel so much better. I promise. And your taste buds will change too. I swear, they definitely do when you start eating whole food plant-based foods and over time. And it really, like, having the Nutr plant-based milk maker makes everything just very simple and easy to do. Yes, it takes a little bit of work, but anytime you're going to want to eat something, you kind of have to think about it and, you know, on some level prepare for it. So just setting yourself up for success and having tools like these in your kitchen just makes it so much more easier to keep that going, and you'll just feel so much better and you'll want to share it with other people. So that's what I love to do. But pistachios, I forgot I was talking about pistachios. They are just so good, and I made a pistachio milk as well. So I put in about 2 tablespoons of pistachios. I did put some oats in this one, and it is good to also always use organic oats if you can, because it's just much better to have organic oats. So I did organic oats in here, and about a cup of water. And also I put in here coconut flakes because I just wanted a little bit more creamier and a little bit more of a flavor with the pistachios. So it's so easy. You can mix together like a pistachio coconut combination, and it's just, you put everything in the Nutr Machine and you lock it and you plug it in and you just let it go and do its thing. I think that the shorter version, let me see if it says how long it takes, but it's not that, it's ready in minutes. I think the longest one takes, okay, the hot one, yeah, it's gonna run around 20 minutes because I guess the water and everything has to get super hot before you make it. So that one takes a little bit longer, but the room temperature is ready in like 3 minutes. So you just can, whatever you have in hand or whatever you're kind of craving, just put it in there and make it. So I love that. I do it all the time. And I just wanted to share how easy it is. And then the warm is about 5-minute running time. So that's like minutes. It's not even that long, and it's super easy to clean. You just have to rinse it out, or there is a self-cleaning mode. So I'm very happy, and I love my Nutr Machine, and I really enjoy sharing that with you to show you that eating whole food plant-based foods and living a healthy lifestyle does not have to be so complicated. I know, because I didn't always live like this, and I was the worst cook, and I did not do all these little things. But once I started to see all the amazing benefits from eating whole food plant-based foods and being aware of what you are eating and putting on your skin and the things that you're thinking and surrounding yourself with, it makes such a big difference in your life and your lifestyle. And I know even from how I was living very stressed out, even though I would do these things, it wasn't the same as the holistic wellness, which is what I believe in, and I just think it's not only about the foods that you're eating, but also what you're feeding your mind and your body and your spirit too. So every week I bring you this live show to share with you products and tips and things to inspire your wellness journey and to create just small little daily habits that will operate into your overall lifestyle and healthy lifestyle. It's all about the small little things, and I think that having something like the Nutr Machine from this week's show is a great investment. There is a link in my bio to shop. It is on sale. It's 20% off. So definitely check it out and message me if you have any questions. Thank you so much for everyone joining in. I also did bring cashews because you can make cashew. I make usually cashew and coconut milk a lot. That's one of my favorites, to just make that, and then I usually pour it over fresh fruit and have that as like a snack or a breakfast idea. So it's super easy. I'm so grateful for everyone that was able to join in today here with me. And if you're watching this later, thank you so much. Be sure to let me know any questions that you have. And if you have any suggestions or things that you want me to share on my weekly live show, definitely share them with me. I'm happy to do that. Anything about the plant-based lifestyle, health and wellness, and things like that. But I just want to say thank you again. Have a happy and healthy Wednesday, and I will see you guys next